Hello and welcome. We are recording this on July 11th, 2025. Welcome to episode 2 of the Wulfcast, Wulfpack Bugaloo. I am Joel. I'm here with Roxane and Dan.
Hello.
Hi.
We are Wulfpack Games and Clack bringing you our weekly conversation about upcoming products, events, and other goings-on around the Wulfpack community here in Griffin. And this episode is brought to you by Wulfpack Games and Clack because they're us. If you're coming back from the first episode, welcome back. Thank you. If you are new to the show, don't worry, we are too. But that being said, we are 1 week since our first episode recording. And more importantly, we are 1 week into the new Wulfpack Games store here in Griffin, Georgia. Roxane, Dan, would y'all want to talk about how the first week under the new brand has been?
Yeah, sure. It's been a good week. It's been a good reception. We've had some people saying the Dan Wolf Games name, and that's okay. Name changes can be a little difficult as long as we work on them. It's good. Being Wulfpack Games, people seem to be very welcoming of it. We've gone through a lot of merchandise that we got, 'cause they're really cool logos. Thank you, Biaski, again. Let me see here. We've got some things set up for this coming up week. We're active Chamber of Commerce members, and we'll be out at the school function to welcome new teachers on the 17th. And we will also be showing up at a ribbon cutting for North Griffin Animal Hospital.
Nice. Heck yeah. That is awesome. And that's a pretty productive first weekend of the new brand. Heck yeah. So we've had all of that. I'm going to take a moment just to mention we've got a whole lot of new games coming out. We've got some new stuff coming with Horus Heresy. We've got new people coming in and picking up new games here at Wulfpack every week. And with Clack Attack, I do computer tables. We also have some 3D printed carriers and tokens for a variety of different games. So if you're interested, check us out on the links in the description below. After I had my opportunity to make a shameless little plug there. Let's go on to some really, really important stuff. We've still got some upcoming stuff. And speaking of Horus Heresy, Dan, pre-orders have closed.
Yes.
The deadline is passed, so
yes.
Are we looking for some Horsey Heresy?
Oh man, the Horsey Heresy. Reference episode 1 for the in-joke there. The Warhammer, the Horus Heresy. Now I won't be able to say it any other way. Third edition box has been announced, and LGS pre-orders were announced last Sunday. We got it out, and we had to turn those in Tuesday. It is now Friday, so pre-orders were closed last Tuesday. Like I said last episode, we get very narrow windows. If there's GW product that you're interested in, do subscribe to their Warhammer community articles for stuff, and you'll know when about the same time I know. I get an email generally an hour before that goes, and most of the time I don't check my email fast enough, and people will let me know like, oh, this is on pre-order. I'm like, oh, is it? Yes, it is. So it's about the same time. It's Sunday nights that those go out, or Sunday afternoon sometimes. They're real fickle about what time to put it on. But it's out. The box drops the last Saturday of the month. I want to say that's the 26th. So we'll have it by the end of the month. They promised us a PDF for Custodes, the books for Loyalist Astartes and Heretic Astartes. Will be coming in. I've ordered one for the shop so people can feel more comfortable just getting models and getting in, and eventually getting a book on their own time. That way we can get some really fun games. That being said, we're hoping that Brandon is going to paint up some of his models as salamanders. He was planning to do some Ultramarines, which is different for him. He's normally a Chaos trader player. But we were talking about doing some loyalists on this side so that we can both have loyalists and traders. And when we started talking about it, the only thing we'd be missing to make Drop Site Massacre would be salamanders. And so if he decides to do some salamanders, my box I'm splitting between Iron Hands and Raven Guard. We already have Sons of Horus and Word Bearers. We're missing a couple other Trader Legions for those people that are out there interested in that stuff. So it'd be really cool. We're expecting to do like the Drop Site Massacre event, a battle for Istvan 5. So those are already in. The Solar Auxilia book and the Mechanicum book and the source book for the Drop Site Massacre all sold out before we got our allotment. So the game is very, very strong, especially in that corner of the game, which most people I think think that it's not the main core of that product range. They think Space Marines versus Space Marines. And that's the spotlight, but I think most players are going for the not Space Marines. So it leaves plenty of room. So don't assume anything. Grab the faction you like. So that's really what's coming up. We're expecting to see that on the 26th in the shop. We'll have a podcast just before that. That'll probably be episode 4, I believe.
That's great, yeah.
And episode 4 should then drop on that release date. So we'll have a bunch more time that we're talking about that and more excitement.
Yes. Cool. Yeah. By the time episode 4 comes around, we'll be talking about looking forward to playing. Well, you still got to get the box and put it all together. But
that's true.
You'll be getting the game scheduled by then. So that's a little bit about the upcoming 30K release. Next up, I am going to trip over saying this. Ducksomnium Endearment Kickstarter. Roxane is very excited about this, and I'm excited that I actually made it through that pronunciation. So Roxane, this is a Jane Austen game that is going up on Kickstarter, and so why don't you tell us a little bit about that? You were very excited about it last night when we were talking.
I am. They ducks, and I'm not doing the second part. Thank you for doing that. They put out great games. Botany is astoundingly amazing. Everyone loves Botany. Even our war gamers love Botany. It's like Risk, but with plants. And we do some cool things with it. We'll be talking about that later. But they've also done Lafleur, Petite Lafleur, and they have Artistry coming out as well. That's going to be out soon because I just paid my shipping on that Kickstarter. It's on a boat. It's going to take a couple months still though. But with Endearment, Jane Austen, it's a game about falling in love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds exciting.
Regency England. Let me see here. They're saying 1 to 4 players, 8+, and a 40 to 70 minute game. You give me an 8-year-old out 70 minutes in a game. We'll see about that.
That's what
I know, right? Hey, if you can live in that era of European history, if you go and sign up for Kickstarter, it's $1, and you get a mini expansion for when the game does drop, and it is handsome headdresses. This one threw me for a curveball because it wasn't plants. It's kind of parties, and there is some plants, I'm sure. And it's the art. It's books, so it's a special niche. But this couple, that was their first game was Botany, and every year they've just been pumping out beautiful games and good gameplay too.
Nice.
So this game's about books?
It's about living in the book and using the characters and places to develop your special relationships.
What do you think that means?
Romance.
Well, that I get. Yes, I understand that.
Love is in the air.
How do you live in the book? Like, is everybody in a particular book?
So I'm not. To be completely honest with you, it feels like a bizarro version of what Gloom is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, so if you're gonna be,
I can relate to that a little.
I might be absolutely ruining an interpretation on that, but that's where my brain kind of goes.
If you're watching a movie, even, and you're living in Paw, for instance, you're gonna live the moment, and you're gonna want to be this character,
Yeah.
kill this character. Well, maybe in Jane Austen stuff, you may want to do the same things, or have romance.
No, I'm not. I understand the idea of suspending disbelief and inserting yourself in worlds and backing characters, but I was just wondering what the gameplay would essentially be like. Like, how is the interface of putting yourself into a book?
Mm-hmm.
How did they bring that to the table? Because that'd be very interesting. So hopefully we can find out more.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks to be a card-based game, I believe, but I'm not. I mean, there's so little right now that they've got so much going on with artistry. So, you slept.
No, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. We're not gonna kick you out. Yeah. So that was Jane Austen's Game of Endearment from Duxomnium.
Are they calling it a Jane Austen game?
It is a Jane Austen game.
But are they calling it a Jane Austen game? If our viewers go out and look, I want to find Jane Austen game. Will they find that?
I think so. I do think
so.
so.
Or should they just look up Endearment?
No, I think that they are actually tagging on Jane Austen.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
Public
See about
domain.
throwing it up on the screen too.
So there's no reason not to.
Yeah, that's
We can
a good
pop it up over
Kickstarter.
there between them things. Awesome. And
Take
so
my note off.
that is a new Kickstarter, Jane Austen, Endearment, a Jane Austen game from Duxomnium that Roxane is excited about, and it will be. Seems like we'll have some copies hitting the shelves, or maybe skipping by the shelves, depending. Because I know some of that stuff gets picked up really quick. Next up, we have just got through one Magic the Gathering release. But there is a new MTG pre-release coming up in a couple of weeks, and we're at a deadline to pre-order just around the corner, huh?
Yes, we are starting pre-orders Wednesday the 16th for the new set, Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities. It's their spaceship and space battles plane of existence. There we go. They are coming out hot and fast this year. We have 6 standard sets over 12 months. It makes them like every 2 months we're going to be having a new set. So we've got 3 left this year, and it's just early July. So we have Edge of Eternities coming out, and that's very soon. It comes out. The pre-release will be at the end of the month, the same time that we'll be getting the Horus Heresy stuff, and then probably I didn't look at the date yet, but probably you can estimate about 2 months after that we'll have Spider-Man, Magic the Gathering Spider-Man, and then another 2 months after that we'll have Magic the Gathering Avatar, The Last Airbender. So those are the 3 sets left, and we've only got 6 months left in a year.
Wow.
And Edge of Eternities only comes out at the end of this month.
Yeah.
So they'll be like trying to squeeze all of Edge, all of Spider-Man, and all of Avatar kind of into the last 5 months of the year.
Yeah.
Now Avatar will probably launch beyond into January before we have a release. But
You're still looking at a release about every 8 weeks.
So all I have for Edge of Eternities is that the power creep scope has gone up. Yep. So that there's a lot of interesting, powerful combos built into this set to rival powerful combos that are already currently out there in Standard Legal or Commander Legal. There's supposed to be a return of the Shocklands from the Unfinity set. Different art, but it's all in that sci-fi stuff. So Unfinity was a silver-edged mock set almost. It was designed to be played not for competition's sake. Stuff like if you can recite the alphabet backwards 15 times, deal damage, or whatever. However many vowels are in this dinosaur's name, make up a dinosaur name, and however many vowels you have, deal that much damage, or it's that strength, or silly stuff like that. It was designed to be silly. It was like a space carnival, but the lands are still sought after, and these are reminiscent of that. It's whereas like Unfinity took the 40s, 50s like retro sci-fi pulp aesthetic and applied that to a carnival. This is going to be more, from the art I see, it's going to be more like 70s, 80s kind of sci-fi paperback novel art, and they're kind of reaching into that like Bronze Age of sci-fi kind of stuff, and which is really cool. You get a lot of like second printing of Heinlein books and the art for that, and foundation sets and stuff like that. It's really cool. The artwork looks amazing. It's one of the first Magic sets that's come out in decades that has me going, maybe I'll get a deck. I'm a war gamer now. Like, I discovered that in '96. Like, that Magic wasn't my thing, but maybe I could maybe do one. It looks really good. The
You just
gameplay
have to
looks
get
really
the aesthetic
interesting.
that gets you.
Right. So that's coming out. Pre-orders will start on Wednesday the 16th. We hope to see everybody there. Who's interested in collector boosters are going to be limited. They already started allotments on those. We're going to do a pre-release tournament when it does come out that Friday. That'll be in place of our standard draft tournament. We're going to take pre-orders for play booster boxes, collector booster boxes, bundles, and commander decks. We'll take pre-orders for all of those. This set, there's only 2 commander decks instead of the semi-regular 4. But we'll be taking those. So if you don't know what you want to pre-order, you have between you viewing this and essentially the next Friday, because our pre-orders will close that Friday. So you have Wednesday the 16th to the following Friday to get your pre-orders in, and that's going to be the best deal you're going to be able to get around as pre-order deal. Come in and ask us what that is. We don't discuss that online. We don't discuss that over the phone. Come in and see what those pre-order deals are.
And just be sure, make sure that is after this episode goes live, the Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. That Friday will be the deadline.
Yes.
Which will be the day after we record episode 3. So long as we're still here for episode 3, and Dan hadn't kicked me out. Actually, Dan and Roxane both had to kick me out. So awesome. And that'll actually kind of feed into the next subject a little bit, because with that pre-release, I'm gonna get into this in the events, but during that same weekend, I'm gonna set up and do some Halo Flashpoint demos. Because it's looking like that's probably going to be about the time or like the week after. This is entirely speculation, by the way, that the Halo Flashpoint Rise of the Vanished set will be here. Just from stirring up information around the Facebooks and elsewhere around the internet, I mostly just saw that Mantic is doing their pre-release party on July 19th at Mantic HQ. For Halo Flashpoint, which is the same day that we are going to be doing our tournament that I'll be talking about again in a little bit here as well. But I believe I saw in a comment on there, or perhaps in the article, that the pre-orders will be shipping by that time. So after the 19th is looking like is when people should be getting this in hand. Which would mean that Dan is probably any time over the next week and a half to 2 weeks going to be getting, information for his options on pre-orders and procurement for our group.
I need to follow up with Rick at Mantic, but I do believe that we a couple months ago went ahead and put in an initial order for it to cycle through.
Sweet.
I need to make sure, because he's busy.
Yeah.
Mantic's busy. They're doing a really great job with this franchise. Communication's not bad. It's just a little slow, but like it's really good communication when you get it. So like, I like to cut Rick a lot of slack. He's doing a lot of work on his own.
Rick's doing a whole lot. Yeah.
So I need to touch base with him real quick to follow up on on that whole, like when we should expect to see that.
Cool.
But we'll do that soon.
And so, but unfortunately, it's looking like that's not going to be in hand for our tournament, which again, I'll be talking about that a little later on. And then when I was trying to look around for some other upcoming products that should be getting released between now and our next episode recording,
Yep.
Or around our next episode recording, there seems to be some Marvel Crisis Protocol releases coming out this month.
Yes.
Let's see. From the looks of it, it is a three model set of Avalanche, Exodus, and Lady Mastermind, and then a Criminal Syndicate affiliation pack. I can't remember who all is in that. I will throw up a picture of that right here in post. Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember who was in that.
It's that one guy.
Yeah,
That guy right
that
there.
dude right there.
Yep.
But if anybody in our community is looking to get some MCP models, make sure that you talk to Dan about getting that order in.
Yeah, we used to have a very, very strong Marvel Crisis Protocol community. And we did pretty good on Marvel Crisis Protocol sales. This is one of the things that boosted us in our first year of business.
Mm-hmm.
Sales have dropped off to the point that, like, I pretty much only get what people ask me to get in.
Right.
And so if they're not paying attention, then I generally end up not getting it. So like the Phoenix release,
Yeah.
I didn't get any in, but absolutely nobody came in and talked about it. We didn't even have games most of that month in the store for that, for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We used to have a really solid Wednesday Marvel Crisis Protocol, but that hasn't fired regularly in several months now. So intermittently here and there. If you're interested in Marvel Crisis Protocol, there is a bunch of people that I just know want to play, but they don't see anybody playing.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be much for somebody to spearhead that just by showing up and being interested in playing and learning more about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and so, I mean, with that, the Wednesday doesn't have to be the hard set day. If anybody wants to play, just go in the Discord. We have a whole channel dedicated to MCP in the Wulfpack Games Discord, and just make a shout out there and see if anybody wants to meet up and throw some dice.
Oh, that's a really interesting segue that we didn't put down here.
Yeah?
So our Discord, we have an official Wulfpack Games Discord. We're working on getting a permanent link so we can do all sorts of, like, just throw it out there. But we're trying to get the bot protection in before we just throw up permanent links everywhere.
Yes.
So we have an onboarding process that's about to come in. That's really going to be interesting. So Joel's worked on it. We've had some help from like Ike Hill of Knockwing to come in and help us see what we needed to do and how to set that up.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's about, I think we're just right now in implementation mode. So that'll be in a couple days or weeks or so, depending on how everything goes, right? But once we do, we'll be able to start throwing up some links. We do have a process for you to get in. You can always talk to Joel directly. Joel, how do they contact you if they're not in the Discord, to get into the Discord? Great question.
That is a great question. Because at that point, they could come check us out on Facebook at the Wulfcast Games Wulfpack Games Facebook page, which we will have a link to that in the description below.
Yeah, so you can, if you can't get us on Discord yet, come through Facebook or show up in the store. Joel's generally here Wednesdays and Thursdays to get you a custom link sent to you. We have a couple other people. We have admin Tyler, who's generally here on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Generally, he can send you one. I can struggle to do it myself.
I think I have
really
a QR
bad
code.
inviting.
I think I have a QR code. I just need to make sure it still works and send it over to you.
Yeah, a lot of times they expire in the default set. So
yeah. We'll see. I'll see if I can at least get a permanent one set up and get a QR code that we could just have in the store as well.
Yep, so there's an onboarding process that's supposed to help you get the news that you want from there, so you don't need to mute any channels.
Right.
Or you can kind of mute except for when called. You can set your custom like notification levels in multiple stages as opposed to just on and off. And so that's something. There'll be an automated like kind of checkboxy moment, and hopefully we can get it set so that you can go back and do it again and again as your interest in games change. So that like if all of a sudden you pick up Marvel Crisis Protocol, all of a sudden now you need that role.
Now you want that
the Discord calls them roles, but they're really fandoms. So how much of a fandom are you? Are you fandom just enough to see the channel and you'll monitor on your own? Did you be fandom enough that you want pre-order news and special tournament news and stuff like that? Is that what you want? You can throttle them between there. So that was unexpected. It wasn't scripted on our little like bullet points here. So I'm sorry to go off topic a little bit, but that was a great little moment.
Super cool, though.
No, absolutely. But yeah, so I'll see about. I'm going to make some efforts to get us a permanent QR code. So that it could just be something that you have, like, and can pull out from behind the register.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, heck yeah. That closes up our upcoming products and pre-order announcements, unless I'm missing something that we forgot.
That's at least enough for now.
Yeah. We'll have more next week. We should have more next week. We'll always have more.
Yeah,
So, moving on, we have a little bit of something that Dan wanted to go over, yeah?
Yep. So we started this last week, and we asked for people to make their comments. We also kind of put up a link. I think it's just a link on TikTok.
Yeah, and it got a ton of views, that letter to the Wulfcast. We haven't gotten comments over there, but TikTok does that.
Right.
You know, it's a very quick thing.
So here's the thing. Like, if you make a comment, there's a good chance we're going to read it.
Yeah.
So we've got, enough time to block it out. So that being said, we had some comments on episode 1 that I thought I'd read aloud and maybe address any questions or discussions. So we have Brandon Dowd, 4814, says, I was mentioned. I'm excited for the new Horus Heresy edition. Brandon, I am too, but you already know that, bud.
Spoiler alert, you've been mentioned twice already.
We're going to make you famous.
Keep up the energy because it feeds back on me really good. I love it. We have JTB24 said, excited for more Blackout. Here's to another great 3 years. We're excited for Blackout 2. It looks, well, not Blackout 2. We're excited for Blackout also. And yes, we would really love to get to another 3 years. So hopefully we can do that. And then Nick Kelly, 8904, says, 4 fire emojis.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
hot.
Yeah. If you would like to engage with us remotely, go ahead and make a comment on this.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance we'll read it in the next episode and talk to you directly. So if you've got any questions for us, as long as they're appropriate, we will find a way to address it. And we'd love to hear more about what you think. And this is a way we can do that.
Yeah, talk back with us.
Comment corner.
Yeah. So, comment, like, and subscribe for that.
Yeah. And share.
And share, yeah. Make sure to share so that we get all the information out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this time, this day and age, people know that that's what you do if you want somebody to do better, and so that you get more of it, right? And so they know, you know.
Don't make us beg.
You know.
So if you like the podcast, like the podcast, please.
Exactly.
So, moving on from there, we've got a few upcoming events over the next week. Today being Friday, the goal is to have this episode out tomorrow morning, just in time for Downtown Griffin's second Saturday. Roxane, you're going to be out here grilling, I hear?
Yeah, I'm gonna have hot dogs, a hot dog plate. You get hot dogs, chips, and it's $6 for the plate. It's really good. They're Nathan's hot dogs. Apparently, I make good hot dogs, which, I didn't make them, but I'm cooking them. Also, a lot of our vendors have come in, so who to expect Saturday? It's All American Summer. It's going to be hot, so come and support our poor vendors. They are micro businesses, and they do amazing things. We have Viaski Designs with stickers. Flint and Kiara, face painting and some art pieces. Christian will have resin goods, I believe some elf ears.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and there might be some car hangers. I'm not sure. She's going to be a new addition to our vendor group.
Nice.
Petrichor, she'll be out here with bones and oddities. Everyone loves what she's done. She'll be inside. Shauna Art and Jewelry and Cheyenne will be out clowning around, making some balloon animals. It should be fun. So if you're walking around town, downtown Griffin dropped these off. This is the map for the All-American Summer. There's a car show going on. Let me see. 10 a.m. everything starts. Yeah.
So that's the front, and the map's on the
yeah,
other side.
map's on the back.
There you go.
And so you can see where you can get to-go cups, or go cups rather. 10 a.m. brunches and shop specials begin. We will have 20% off on all of our Bolt Action and Star Schlock games and game accessories. So do join us for that one. That'll be great.
Nice.
Noon, Sip and Shop begins. So I guess, I don't know if there's an alcohol thing where it starts at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Food trucks will be on 6th Street at 3 p.m., but by then you'll already have a hot dog plate. Just saying, it's going to be a good thing. Car show is at 4 and 7 p.m. There will be, what is the name of the group? Off Ramp will be playing at the Park on 6th. So it's a full day. It's really cool. Every second Saturday in Griffin, we not only have our vendor market, Hobbies on Hill, but downtown also has a lot of cool stuff too. So yeah, I would highly suggest coming out for that.
So the Go Cup is a Griffin thing.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere in the historic, since you mentioned it,
Yes,
I'll go ahead and talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a thing that the downtown council provides for local alcohol businesses, and it allows you to take a alcoholic beverage from the establishment on the go in a restricted manner, such that because normally you can't have an open container, especially on a state highway and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
But the Go Cup is a special provision. A special cup allows you to walk in a special zone. Everywhere, I tell everybody the easiest way is where the Griffin banners are on the streetlights. That's going to be the historic district.
Can you post this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'll get a better view.
We'll get it full screen.
So the map shows you all the different locations that you can get a
I
Go
probably
Cup.
put it full screen while you were
So
talking
it's going to
about it,
be
and you didn't know it yet.
stuff like slices and the Griffin Smash Burger. There's another place there. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't realize there was 3 on Solomon. There's Putt and Pour on Slayton, which everybody calls an alleyway, but it's a full-on road. There's Saki, which is just down the street from us.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, is that Sabrosito has Go Cups?
I believe so.
Yep. And then there's a couple others like Smoking Margaritas
Might be
and
Todd.
oh, that probably is yes.
Yep.
That's going to be the Garden. That's yeah, makes sense. And then you've got Piedmont Brewery, Tipsy Daisy, Bank Street. Bank Street does it. And then there's a couple others. I feel like that's going to be Amigos.
Yeah,
Down here over the car windshield,
Wow, that's
way
right.
over here in the corner.
That's a big area. to
That's
get
normally
from.
not considered in the historic district, last I knew.
Interesting.
So, but yes, you're supposed to be able to get it and take it to go. Do not drive with it. That's a bad plan.
Yeah.
That's a very bad
Do
plan.
not drink and drive.
It's designed to get you out walking around and participating in other places and not having to anchor yourself in one particular economic venue, but to share the economic flow and get your alcohol flowing as well.
Yeah.
So that's the Griffin Go Cup.
So everybody with your Griffin Go Cup, make sure you hydrate as well.
Indeed. It's going to be
It's gonna be so
hot,
hot.
apparently.
Yeah.
I think we're at
Even
like
if you don't
90
have the Go
degrees.
Cup. Yeah. Make
Yeah.
sure to drink your water, everybody.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Please come out and support the vendors that day. They're those poor things. We're going to try to
Yeah.
keep them cool. So
So-
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
we love
So,
our vendors.
Especially good luck to the vendors. Stay just drink your water, get out of the sun,
Mhm.
step inside if you need to.
Absolutely.
So that is the Downtown Griffin second Saturday. Next up, I've mentioned it a few times already, but I'm going to talk about it one more again. The Halo Flashpoint tournament is going to be on July 19th. This weekend, today is Friday.
Yes.
So in close of business, so 9 when the till shuts down at 9:30 p.m. on
9.
Sunday night.
Nine.
At 9.
Yeah, on Sunday.
8:30.
Yeah,
On
sure.
Sundays we close now at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So with the
I was
Wulfpack
there.
brand,
It's new.
yeah. So we've normally closed at 10 for years, but we found that we want to get out of here a little early, and everybody
Fair.
generally leaves before
Yeah.
9 anyway. So
Yeah, that's fair.
on Sundays now we close the till at 8:30. We lock the doors at 9, and Roxane and I go off and try to have a nice meal to close out our work week
Nice.
right then. So yes, 8:30. The alarm will go off, and it'll let everybody know it's last call for purchases.
Mhm.
That's going to be the last time to pre-register for the Halo tournament coming up.
Okay. So that also includes when the till shuts down here, the online registration that can be purchased. Does that also roll over at that time, or do
Yes.
they have until midnight?
Nope, it's
Not
gonna-
until midnight.
Yep,
Okay.
8:30 p.m. Sunday night. If you can't get it in between now and then, I'm sorry.
Okay. So that doesn't mean that registration closes
Correct.
altogether. That is the current base rate of $25 for your registration for the Flashpoint tournament on July 19th. So come into the store or go online to the store website. I will
Yes.
have a link in the description below. You can go ahead and pre-register. That is until close of business Sunday. After that, pre-registration will still be going, but that Wednesday through Saturday that we have the tournament,
Yes.
it will be a $30 registration fee. And that is all to help get some encouragement and get all of our registration down so that we can go ahead and set aside table space and make sure that we have plans to set up enough tables.
Yes.
Because it is not a good thing to have a couple of tables set up and then suddenly we don't have enough
Yes.
terrain to run a tournament.
It is an inconvenience to not know the week before to have everything set up.
Yeah.
So for that convenience for the player, we're going to invest more in that banding, essentially, that extra cushion.
Mhm.
It also gives us an idea of what that extra cushion should look like that
Yep.
week that we should kind of plan for. So in one ways it's a promoting
Mhm.
the pre-ordering, and another way it's more like the people that really force us to stress out are going to help compensate the team that goes out and does that a little bit more. That's really what that is. So I don't want to do it. I prefer if everybody just pre-order. We've had pre-orders open for almost a month now. So like, depending on pay schedules, we understand there's flexibility, but like over a month and a half of pre-ordering or a month and a half of being able to register, that last week being that extra bit
Yeah.
will really help fill the shelves with more terrain, guide us a little bit more, give us time to focus on that a little bit more.
Help me plan
It's-
for running it. Yeah.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Makes a better
Or
experience for playing,
Yeah.
definitely.
Exactly.
Help me, yeah.
De-stresses
Mhm.
the tournament team, the store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it helps. So if ever you can, pre-order, pre-register.
Yep. So go ahead and get your registration in. About the tournament, the link to the event on the Halo Flashpoint app will be in the description below as well. It will be a 3-round tournament. Every round is going to be 90 minutes in length. We will have achievements contributing to your tournament score for placement as well. And excuse me, everybody, if it is your first time playing in a Flashpoint tournament here at Wulfpack Games, this will be the last opportunity to get the Season 1 freebie before I shift over to offering a Season 2 freebie with our next tournament next month. One other update is that this tournament will be Slayer free.
Okay.
We will not have a Slayer scenario. That is a hard confirmation.
Does that mean it's just oddball and...
It means we're going to have
CTF.
from a selection of CTF, Oddball, and these are the OP, so Oddball Reloaded, CTF, with the updates to the flag rules. Let's see, what was it? King of the Hill may be an option.
Okay.
Strongholds may be an option.
Okay.
And I'm blanking on the other one.
There's another one.
There is another one. So I'm
Okay.
probably
Write that
going
down.
to bring a D6 and roll for each one
There you
because
go.
I kind of want to make it like there may be a guaranteed one, but we'll see we'll see what it is, because I want to keep changing it up, and then maybe the next tournament, who knows, might just be all one scenario.
That's such a cool game.
Yeah, I'm enjoying having. I really enjoy the opportunity to have like a tournament where it is like you have to figure out what's going to be good across the board for you.
Right.
And I am kind of thinking that what I'm going to bring to the tournament next week it might be something a little. I'm going to be experimental. I'm going to try something I haven't tried before.
Cool. You've done amazing work on all this, by the way. You're just the spearhead for Halo. That's awesome.
I was rapidly waiting for it after I saw the Adepticon videos coming out about it last year.
Cool.
It is still my favorite plastic on the table right now. So that's the upcoming Halo Flashpoint tournament. And just to cover again, prize support for that will be store credit to first and second place. I will have a Clack Attack sponsored third place prize. And if we have a ranked tournament, we will have the private Franklin Delano Donut award for service going to our most sporting of participants.
Right. we should have some alternate cards too, right?
We do have some alternate cards. We still have some of those foil cards to go with the Recon set Spartans.
Yeah.
So we will probably, if we hit the ranked amount for people to participate in the tournament, we'll pull some of those out and have those going into the prize pool as well. I think when we did it last time, we first place got first pick, first, second, third got pick in that order.
Yes.
And then the donut award, which I might have the donut award and a sportsmanship award.
Okay.
So maybe the fourth card goes to the sportsmanship award and the donut award gets a little something else.
Okay.
We'll see. But first we got to get there. So make sure that you get your pre-registration in and make sure you get out here and come join in the Spartan Games.
Yes, indeed. This is
other upcoming events through the Discord. Brad has been stirring up some interest in getting a Star Wars Unlimited tournament. There are still some pre-release packs I see over in the counter, and we've had some bites and nibbles in the subject of it. I've seen, I think Ike and Nate and Hunter will probably, if Hunter has the time, Hunter will probably come participate. So it looks like we've got a decent, and Gabe.
Right.
So it looks like there should easily be enough people to get it together and fire. It's just a matter of coordinating it.
That's where we're at right now. Is everybody says yes they want to. When are we gonna do it? And no one's really kind of putting down when they can't do it, and no one's kind of putting down when they can do it. So it's just staying an open question.
Yes.
Brad said back on the 8th. Like, I think the store still has pre-release kits available. Anybody interested in playing sometime soon? Yesterday, Ike, Joel, and Nate were like, you, Joel.
Yeah, me.
Like, yes. Well, you said I can potentially be interested. And then Brad was like, what's the best time and day for everybody? Gabe and Hunter, you gonna join us? Hunter says he's down. When?
All right, good.
That keeps on being the question. There is a lot of interest in Star Wars Unlimited. It's a really good game. It's Magic-esque. It is different from Magic in the turn-taking initiative moments.
Yeah.
But it has some of the same feel. So it's for those people who play Magic, it'd be a great little flavor change. Kind of like a little bit of parsley on your plate to have something. So, but without having to struggle to learn new rules.
Right.
A completely different game. Then it's a solid game with unlimited kind of deck building. But we have sold 2 pre-release kits. They have promised that they are not going to open those kits until we have a tournament. We have placing and pricing. And if you go back to last episode, you might recognize that we were talking about it last episode because it released that recording day. We were supposed to have a pre-release tournament that day. It did not fire.
Right.
So, but it was July 4th. I didn't really expect to have a ton of people in here. We really didn't. All weekend, people were with their families, with a long extended holiday. They were going on trips and stuff like that. We had people here, It just was not a busy weekend. Holiday weekends typically aren't, which everybody comes in and goes, it's so strange that you think people would be here on a holiday weekend. And then that's just because they're the ones who are here. Everybody else is off doing whatever they socially have to or are interested in. Yeah. But so we're hoping to get that fired. If you like Star Wars Unlimited, but we didn't mention you in any of this, make a comment. Let us know. We didn't know you were interested.
Get in the Discord. Throw a date in the Discord.
Yeah, somebody put a date.
I was like, are we going to turn... I mean, we might turn it into a game of chicken. Watch me. After this recording, I'll be like, who wants to do it tonight?
Yeah, I mean, like I just got an email from Rick Hall mentioning the Spanish stuff just moments ago.
I'm going to play Discord chicken. I'm just going to go play Discord chicken. Who wants to do it tonight?
Sounds great.
Start it.
So hopefully we can get that taken care of and get that back up on soon because I got a bunch of really cool prize support.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. I need to get another game in just to keep getting the rust off because I just picked it up with I picked up some cards and a pre-con deck with the last set, and I've enjoyed the play of it. Like I got the Qui-Gon Jinn deck after we finished recording last week. I got to buy the first Star Wars Unlimited of the new set here at Wulfpack. I got to buy the first new Star Wars Unlimited that Wulfpack Games sold.
That's right. That's right.
Humble brag. Not so humble brag.
We sold a couple of booster boxes, a couple of packs, and a couple of pre-release kits, and several commander decks, not commander decks, pre-constructed. There's a special name for them. Spotlight decks.
Yeah.
Spotlight decks, not commander decks. They're commander decks.
Kind of, sort of. But yeah, so we maybe we'll have a tournament report after this episode, maybe not. We'll see how the game of chicken goes. So moving on from that, Roxane's, is it a monthly? Roxane's got tea and games to talk about. I am sorry that I failed to recognize the frequency of that.
It used to be, and from September through May, it really didn't. I was just too busy to run anything. I was exhausted, and it was one thing after another. A lot of big stuff happened for me.
She was plugged into a lot of community events.
Oh yeah,
during that leadership time. Class, expositions, expos, wow.
Driving up to Atlanta to the Capitol for special bits and stuff like that. All very focused on our community.
Yeah,
very busy time.
Build your local economy and your local businesses, and you build the world that you want to live in. So that's a good way to do it.
Yes, it is.
And also make awesome friends too. So yeah, it was pretty much monthly. It was as I could, and usually it was monthly. I'm trying to get back into that and solidify it because it was a huge draw, and we did it last month. It went very well. We filled 2 tables. We had we had a botany game going on. We had LaFleur going on, and a couple other games. We had our seasoned gamers, and I had a table of noobs. So, but everyone had fun. What we do is I will brew 2 different kinds of teas, usually a black tea and then an herbal tea to end it, so we're not all wired by the end of the night. And people will bring in usually some snacks and finger foods. We've had Teresa from the Emerald Chandelier come in. She's brought tea. She's brought scones last time. This time she's got a little something special going on from what I'm understanding. Kayla with Lone Wolf Accessories. She likes to bring cupcakes and things that are really yummy. But yeah, cucumber sandwiches. Maya Massey, thank you. Very nice, very nice. So we have all sorts of things. And this is not just for women.
Nope.
This is for men that do play.
And it's a good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah, it is a good game. And it's not always botany that we put on the table, but I am guaranteeing that because our theme this time, and that's going to be on July 18th from 5:30 to 9:30. It really needs to end by that time so I can clean up before we shut down the store. Yeah. And that's a loose start time, but we like to at least be sitting down, or people are getting off of work. I know it can be a rush. But yeah, it's hot summer, so like a spicy meatball is hot. So we might have some spicy foods. We might have some very cool teas, and we're gonna get some iced teas and stuff this time. Fresh fruits and things. But yeah, we're gonna be putting the orchid expansion into botany.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is one of the things that I get when I back a Kickstarter. It's a lot of Ducksomnium. I'm a big fan. I'm also fans of things like Canvas and just nice, light games, generally quick, pretty as well. So that will be going down. Not sure what else we're going to put down. If we have more than one table, which we probably will. If you want to get into the group to be notified of these things, I have a messenger group, and people can come into the store and talk to me about how to get on the messenger page. That is privately through me. So yeah, or you can message the store as well, and I will try to work with you there. But come in, meet people. That's generally how this all works. See if you're interested. If you've been in here and you've been seeing it on the table, and you're interested, and you're like, I want to join too. What is that? We are more than welcome to have people come in.
All you gotta do is ask.
It is true. It is true. Well, we have War of Posies coming out in Festive Foliage too, because I backed Kickstarter for Artistry, and so then I get botany expansions. There's a bunch of expansions. It's really cool.
So those are botany expansions. The War of the what?
War of the Posies.
Posies.
Yeah.
As opposed to Roses, which was a British Civil War.
Indeed. I mean, that would be.
So it's a nice play on words.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the Festive Foliage is really pretty. I mean, it's a gorgeous game, absolutely gorgeous game. So if you have an interest in hanging out, making friends, and we talk a lot too, so we don't generally finish a game. It's okay though. Come on in. Yeah, that is on the 18th.
Yeah, botany is a really fun game of being the most renowned botanist in the English Empire.
Yes.
You get to be a little extra snooty and feel fancy while actually just rolling dice, pulling cards, and trying to get a bunch of your plants back in your garden in England. All while traveling the entire width and breadth of the globe. But yes, it is a really fun game. It is not gender specific. It is not a women's game. It is not a children's game. It is...
It's for everyone.
It's
a game.
It's actually got a lot of really interesting strategy. There's some RNG that happens, but it happens to everybody. So it's almost in that Euro game shtick of when something happens, it kind of everybody gets hit by it, and everybody has to deal with it.
Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, and we do play other games too. We'll put other ones. Hues and Cues goes down. Just fun games. Yeah, lots of fun games.
Nice. So that is Tea and Games with Roxane, July 18th, 5:30 to 9:30. If you want to find out more about it, drop by the store, say hi to Roxane, and that's how you get. That's how you get a little bit more information.
That's how you get almost all the information.
Yeah, Roxane is the source.
She is. So it's really part of the community thing. So this is helping us reach out to talk to the community, in addition to showing up and being present. Not everybody can. This is kind of helping bridge the gap to the people who can't, like maybe they've got a vacation, like July 4th weekend or something. But maybe they've got something coming up and they can't make it this week. This is kind of a sum up and things to keep them updated. But the best contact is in person. That's the major part of what makes this all work.
Exactly. So we're all here. It's a whole community game, community thing.
Do let me know, because when I'll set up the boards and have a place for everyone, but especially when they start to talk food involved, I kind of need numbers, and everyone else does too. It's a polite thing to do. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. Last up on upcoming events, again, a weekly event. We've got the reminder of Friday Night Magic. Looks like we've got Chaos Draft this week.
Yep, so tonight? Yes, tonight.
Tonight
will be a chaos draft, which means bring 3 packs of either play boosters or draft boosters. We still have play boosters for sale, so if you don't have 3, you can just pick up 3 here. Bring 3 of the play boosters or draft boosters that you might have. It's a $5 ticket. It's a little easier on the pocketbook. We've had a whole month and a half of Final Fantasy pre-releases and drafts. That set's got a premium marked dollar value attached to it, so we're going to do a chaos draft to kind of lighten the load for everybody, make it a little easier, keep them budgets nice, right, for people. We have a very super solid drafting. We have not missed a draft the entire Final Fantasy set, despite this small increase in cost. We're really looking forward to Edge of Eternity. That cost goes back down a little bit. That'll make it nice. So by the time this comes out, that chaos draft will be over. But I'm bringing it up now mostly just to talk about it so people can understand how we get into it. But what we should talk about now is what will be next Friday.
The next Friday, which will be after this actual episode.
Right. It'll be after this. We'll be filming the next one that early afternoon, but you won't get any of that information until the next Saturday. So next Friday, after this releases, will be the last Final Fantasy draft night.
Yep.
So it'll be your last chance to draft Final Fantasy because the weekend after that is pre-release for Edge of Eternities.
Yeah. And so I'm going to piggyback on that and just throw out that with the Edge of Eternities pre-release weekend that Saturday, I'll be up here running demos of Halo Flashpoint. So it'll be the week after the tournament. I'll be up here hanging out and bugging whoever is in here and trying to get them to play some Halo Flashpoint with me.
It's going to be a big sci-fi weekend.
It's going to be a big sci-fi
magic
weekend. Leading into the theme.
Sci-fi with Halo.
We've got sci-fi with 30K.
Yep. Like, it's a big sci-fi weekend coming up the end of this month.
Yeah. So
there's a good chance I'm going to put some sci-fi movies up on the TV here.
I like it. I'm good.
I don't know which ones. Maybe Flight of the Navigator. I don't know. Some kind of classics. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Days of the Game Show.
Angry Red Planet.
So that is all of our upcoming events that we've got for this episode. Did we leave anything off?
No, I think we're there.
All right. So that just brings us to the weekly wrap up of what are we going to be playing this week. This week, so I'm going to recap a little bit. I did end up doing an exhibition game of Blood Bowl against Jacob last week, and it was.
How was it?
It was Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl was Blood Bowl.
What does that mean for the people that don't play Blood Bowl?
So I played my Shambling Undead against his with a what elves? Dark elves. I think they were Dark elves. But yeah, I casualtied 3 of his guys, but he still beat me 2-1. My mummy was out for blood.
Right?
I did not convert any, since it was an exhibition match though, I didn't convert any zombie linemen. But I don't know. Maybe I can throw together some idea of like a petty cash pool for like an exhibition league, just for casual play.
It'll be fun, mostly just to get
some people
playing.
interested. Yeah.
Yep. So we did try to do a league. We had 4 people out of 6, so we canceled the league for this go at it. We're just going to keep on moving on with the next next thing in line, which is either going to be Necromunda or Urban Manhunt. If you want to know more of that, you're going to have to come in and find out. That's also going to help us figure out what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So it didn't happen, but there's a ton of people very interested. Just seems like a lot of scheduling conflicts with family vacations and special summer camps and stuff like that. That kind of just got in the way. I even had a call last night. Like, how do I register?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you missed it by a couple of days.
Maybe I'll figure out something for like a petty cash little reward that I can throw out there just to encourage people to pick up an exhibition game here and there.
It's a fun game of chaos.
Yeah, it is. A fun. Like that game against Jacob was a blast.
It is a coaching simulator, not a
football game,
and not a football game. It is a coaching game. You're trying to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do it. And
Yeah.
sometimes it works.
Sometimes. So that was last week. This week, Wednesday, I'm definitely going to be here focusing on Halo Flashpoint. I'm not going to be looking at playing anything else because with our tournament on the 19th,
right.
I've got to get my. I actually need to get my team some practice, and it is going to be probably the second or third. Wednesday will probably be like the second time I actually put these models together on the table like they are.
Yes.
So yeah, Wednesday, 5:30. Halo Flashpoint. If you want to come play, come play. I'm going to be out here trying to get a practice game or two in for the tournament on Saturday. So anybody who wants to come in and get try out your build for Saturday, come do it. And then we've got some more Blackout stuff going on. Might try to get a game in that. Also, but I've been got games so far of Shatterpoint scheduled every week as well. So Thursday night, there's at least going to be one Shatterpoint game going on. If anybody has models that you want to come throw on the table to play some Shatterpoint on Thursday, come join us. Usually Pat and I are up here guaranteed to get a game in. If we get, if we end up getting 3, 4, 5, 6 people, then we can actually start doing some rotations. And maybe do like a just casual come in and get a couple of games, a game or two, and just see what we get going on.
You had Josh watching and learning how to play.
Josh was looking
night.
into getting into the game. He was watching and learning. I know that Mark that plays with Pat up in Locust Grove is he mentioned wanting to come and try. He might not be able to get up here until after the summer. But and then we've had because even Logan has tagged along with Pat here and there. The new updates have been really fun. I noticed something that was ridiculous about Mace Windu, and now it feels like bully to play him a little bit. Because like you don't have to activate him with the Shatterpoint for him to get a bonus off of the Shatterpoint anymore. So if he's on, depending on what stance he's on, it doesn't matter who gets the Shatterpoint activation. He's either refreshing force and healing, or he's running at somebody and taking a slash at him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonus of activations is always cool in an activations game. Yeah. Extra actions. Extra
All the
turns.
actions.
Always good.
Yeah. That is that. Had a really fun game, a really fun couple of games with Pat last night in Shatterpoint that I took the win on both of the games, but they were like the way that the struggle was going back and forth was a lot closer than the actual result of the game would show.
It seemed like a very tight game.
Like it was fun. Movement is good in that game. Go figure. But that is what I'm going to be playing this week. Roxane, what do you got looking at? What are you looking at putting on the table this week?
Last Sunday I got with Burke and Chris and we did Pergola.
Ooh.
Was expected, which was good. I wasn't in the mood. Burke, you want to play? I'm like, yeah, I'll play. And I felt much better for it. I'm not against putting it out again this week. It's a great game. It's fun. It's a lot of moving pieces, so if you're new to it, which most people are, it's a very new game, please bear with me. I really try to cover, but you gotta have an understanding of what all these pieces actually do because it's an engine builder. And on that note, because that's kind of a chunky thing to explain, and I can only probably get one game of that out this week and maybe Sunday. Maybe some Space Park. I was really chilling out with it. I can tell you, I played that by myself 3 times a couple weeks ago, and I got destroyed every single time because, oh my gosh.
The drone is tough.
Yeah, the drone's horribly tough.
There's a solo mode for the people who don't know.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer game, but it has a solo mode added to it, and it's not easy.
Yeah, that guy just gets all the cards. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm trying to figure that out. But otherwise, when you're not playing against the drone, it's kind of a relaxing game, and it's short and quick and easy to understand. And I haven't found anyone that doesn't like it. And saying that because it's relaxing and I'm trying to de-stress on things, I might come out and paint some minis too if anyone wants to come out and paint minis. I mean, I have been assembling tanks for Daniel.
Yes, tanks for the tanks.
Tanks for tanks. lots of tanks. Yeah, and so I see painting in my future soon. I just have a feeling somewhere in here you're going to need some more terrain or maybe some little accents on some of your little guys.
Yeah, we have lots of terrain built and some more to build that needs painting. And so if anybody's just trying to learn how to get some basics done, terrain's a great place to do it. Or if you just are looking for a thing to do, we can break it out and let you work on it. It'll all go on our community shelves of terrain for people to use. That stuff gets broken, it needs to be replaced. People get bored with some of it after playing with it too long. Having new stuff reinvigorates the battles and stuff.
Half the experience is what you're looking at on the table.
I'm willing to teach what I do. I think my terrain comes out decently okay.
Yes. Your terrain is always looking good. Yeah.
There's just things, and I find that it's harder to paint terrain because you see everything because it's so big.
Yeah.
Versus a miniature
It's
where
a lot less forgiving.
Yeah, the artist knows. The artist always knows.
Yeah. One rule that I always keep telling myself whenever I'm painting is just remember, nobody is ever going to be looking at it this close ever again.
That's true.
One can tell themselves that, but do you believe it?
But because I got some Shatterpoint terrain that I'm finishing up. I've got just a few more touches to make on the bulk of
They
it.
look good already.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I'll have to give a quick little shout out because all of the paint on there is provided by Plaid Crafts. As one of the Plaid Crafts ambassadors is myself. So thanks, Plaid, for providing me with the paint that I need to work on this terrain.
I love using Plaid for terrain, especially the bigger pieces.
Yeah.
Plaid's also available in a lot of craft stores, but it's made here in Georgia. It's made in Norcross. So when you get that stuff, you're buying local still.
Yeah. So thanks, Plaid. Quick little shout out. With that, Dan, what are you putting on the table this week?
Well, we talked about it last week. We're going to talk about it this week. We're going to talk about it for several weeks to come. We have 6 chapters of a storyline in the Cypher System RPG. So I've got 3 of my 4 definite characters have already been made and connected to each other. So far we have 3 separate Galactic Bureau of Investigation agents, all with dark, mysterious pasts, all connected, all interested in the next mission, which they don't know exactly what it is yet. They know they'll be sent off somewhere on a mission to go investigate something. We have the bookworm ultra translator, a la Daniel from Stargate, or I forget what the other people said the reference was, the material was, but somebody that can just listen to an alien language and within a few minutes become fluent in it, just like in Stargate. We have the grizzled, hard-boiled detective in Brandon Dowd. He's got a small he's a part of a psychic division whose front is to investigate and debunk psychic happenings.
I saw his resin novel. He was very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
You gotta paint it. I don't know if
He did?
Yeah, it's on the Discord. He
Yeah.
shared it on Discord.
I gotta go look at that.
It's got
Good job, Brandon.
it's got a cop mustache.
Of course it does.
It's all the rage.
And then we have
I mean, with a Star Warsy feel, we call that the bigs.
The pin-
Yes. But there's no like yellow and black checkboard.
Fair.
And then Blake's got the ultra detective, the ultra like detaily, all Sherlock Holmes almost sort of agent who's doesn't believe in magic and superstition and psychic powers. So it's a real interesting moment. We've got one more character that I was not able to make it to session 0 that we're trying to pin down before Saturday to get a character built up for him. And then we will be running, and then I'll keep little tidbits of the story going on the podcast so people can kind of follow along. I think it'll be pretty interesting. I'm excited. I think it's going to be interesting. It is my story, so of course I think it's interesting. But I really do think people might follow along.
I mean, I'm excited to hear some updates about it as y'all play along. So that is a little bit of what we're going to be putting on the table and playing this week. And I think that covers just about everything that we've got to talk about for this week. So unless we've got anything else to throw into the mix,
I think we went over an hour again, didn't we?
it doesn't really matter.
We are trying to stay under 45 minutes, but there's just so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, we're having a good conversation right now, and we've had a good conversation this week. So without much else to talk about, for Roxane and Dan, I am Joel. Thank you everybody for joining us for episode 2 of the Wulfcast, live recorded from Wulfpack Games here in Griffin. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until next time, everybody, have a fantastic week, and we will catch up with y'all on the next one.
Insert tagline here.